Okay, welcome to episode 31. So we're going to cover some Python math. Python has a set of built-in math functions that you don't need to import. It also has an extensive math module that allows you to perform mathematical tasks on any number that you pass in. So the first ones we'll cover are just min and max, and you will use these most likely if you're building anything. So if you take min here, we can pass in three numbers, 10, and we'll just print x. Save, open our terminal, and we'll execute 31.py. You see we get 1 back. So what it's doing is it's looking at the values that we passed in, and it's just returning the minimum. And this works with any iterable, so you can put any iterable in here, and it will return the lowest or highest value of that iterable. So we'll do the same numbers here, and we will print y. Save, execute, and we get 10, which is obviously the highest value. There's also an absolute one, which returns the absolute or positive value of a specified number. So here we'll just make w, have it equal, we'll pass in a negative float just so you can see how this works. Negative 856. And then we will print w. Save, execute. You see we get positive 8.56. So you could use this kind of stuff sometimes for validation, like if you want people to enter an age, and just users will break almost anything you build. So if they start entering negative values, you don't want negative values, it might break your app. That's a way that you can flip it to a positive really easily. We also have a pow function, so power function. So we'll use x again. So what this is it will take the value to the power of the second value. So you enter two values. So we'll just take 5 and we'll do it to the power of 6 here, and then we'll just print x. Save, and you see we get 15,625, which checks out from my head math. So we'll go ahead and just comment that out really quick, and that will cover a little bit of the math module. So first thing we have to do, as we learned previously, is import math. So we have access to that module, and now you have access to stuff like square root. So we can find the square root of 64, which we should all know is 8, and we'll just print x here, save, run it, and you see that we get a floating point number back, 8.0. So if we have something odd, like a 71, we can get that floating point number returned, and you see that we get 15 digits after the decimal returned as well. So another useful thing is math.ceil, like ceiling. So we'll just comment out this x really quick, and we'll do x equals math.ceil. I always tend to be dyslexic when I enter the ceil. I always do the I before the E, so please don't do that. We also have math.floor, and we'll do the same value just to show you how they both work. Not x, Dan. Y. Okay, and then we will print y as well. Let's save, come down here, and we see that the ceiling value is 2, and the floored value is 1. And sometimes in coding, certain languages do funny things when you start multiplying or adding together floats. They don't necessarily work correctly. It'll return kind of a strange number. So ceiling or floor can be very useful for dealing with that if you don't have like a super precise app. And you can also do stuff like pi. So we'll cover that really quick. Comment this out. And so here we'll do x equals math.pi, and we'll just print x. And you see that we get somewhat of the value of pi here to the 15th again, 15 decimal points out. And again, if you ever want to see what's in a module, we can just do this. Just remember this always, this is pretty useful. So you can just look at math, and that's just a really quick way to look at a module. So we'll go ahead and print here, and you see all of the things that we have values to. So is square root, stuff like that, that will return a Boolean, right? So you could use that to grade papers if you're a teacher or something, like an input. All of these, so you can just look up anything that you're interested in. Obviously we have some calculus stuff like cosine, sine, trig, calc, log. So, and NaN is not a number typically. So we'll actually see what that prints off really quick because I'm curious. So we'll just print math.nan right here, save it, see if that runs, and yeah, we're getting not a number back, NaN. And NaN's a good thing to know because you'll see that as an error a lot of times and you'll kind of wonder what nan is. So there you go. And that wraps up our Python math really quick, and we'll move on to some JSON stuff after this. So thanks for watching, and like and subscribe if you like the content, or leave a comment if you have any questions or critiques. Thank you.